Hey folks, I'm Jennifer McCambridge. I'm the cross-functional program manager and mostly work under the EWD, the Engineering Workforce and Development pillar. And the work of the EWD pillar is to advance the engineering workforce and maximize the impact of cryopreservation on society. We do this by organizing our work under three objectives or three areas, the first of which is inspire. So this is the idea of sparking interest or recognition. This can be STEM in general or in cryopreservation. A good example of this type of work is science outreach or K through 12 education. The next one is prepare. This is going a little bit further. So this is building on the fundamentals of what's it like to be a scientific researcher, or getting some more background to prepare researchers in cryopreservation. So our summer undergraduate research program, the RU, is a good example of this. And then finally, advance. This is sort of pushing the needle forward when it comes to our current workforce. So this is a lot of professional development and other training opportunities for graduate students, technicians, and postdocs. Now, within the work of the EWD, there are probably going to be programs that you're going to encounter more often than others. The first of which is that summer RU program. This is where visiting undergraduates come and work in ATP-Bio labs for about 10 weeks in the summer. And each fall, winter, we send out a request for proposals, an RFP, and this is where the mentors will tell us if they're interested in hosting an undergraduate during the summer and then what type of project they have. The other sort of undergraduate research program is the SENDER, the Senior Design Research Program. This is sort of the other side of the coin. The REU is summer only, SENDER is academic year. And for senders, typically it's the mentor, so the graduate student, the postdoc, or the faculty member who's submitting the application on behalf of the undergraduates, but undergraduates can apply directly for a sender themselves. And then finally, the ATP-Bio exchange programs, so the ATEP. This is basically an internal exchange program, so this is an ATP-Bio member exchanging and visiting another ATP-Bio lab. If you add an external element, we call that a VIEP, a Visiting Investigator Exchange Program. So this is either a non-ATP-Bio member coming into an ATP-Bio lab or an ATP-Bio member going to visit an external lab. So once we add that external element, it becomes a VIEP. And the last thing is the Scholars Leadership Council. So this is mostly for our trainees. And by trainees, we mean undergraduates, graduate students, postdocs, technicians, research staff. And the SLC is basically a voice for all trainees in the center. They meet typically monthly. They also have what's called a Trainee Tuesday. This is just another opportunity to learn something new. So if you're interested in connecting with the SLC and learning more about what they do, their email address is up here on the slide. And then finally, I know this was a quick overview just to get you oriented to what the EWD pillar is like, the things that we're working on. So if you have any questions, whether now or in the future, you can send me an email. I've got my email address here on the slide. And thank you for listening.